You think being smart protects you from making bad decisions. It doesn't. In fact, some of the most intelligent people on the planet consistently fall into traps that average thinkers never even encounter. And the terrifying part is that the smarter you are, the harder these mistakes are to see. So today, we are going to break down the 3 mistakes smart people make, why intelligence actually makes them worse, and what you can do right now to avoid them. Stay with me because the third one is the one that quietly destroys careers, relationships, and entire life trajectories without anyone ever realizing what happened. Let's start with something that might make you a little uncomfortable. The very thing that makes smart people successful is also the thing that sets them up to fail. High intelligence comes with a built-in bias. When you are used to being right, when teachers praised you, when colleagues deferred to you, when your predictions turned out correct more often than not, you develop a quiet confidence that is almost indistinguishable from arrogance. And that is where the first mistake lives. Mistake number 1 is over-relying on your own reasoning. Smart people are incredibly good at building arguments. Give a highly intelligent person a conclusion they already believe, and they will construct a fortress of logic around it that looks completely airtight. Psychologists actually have a name for this. It is called motivated reasoning. You are not thinking your way to the truth. You are thinking your way to the answer you already wanted. The research is sobering. Studies have consistently shown that higher cognitive ability does not reduce this tendency. In many cases, it amplifies it. Smarter people are simply better at justifying whatever they already believe. Think about the last time someone challenged one of your ideas. Did you genuinely consider whether they were right? Or did you immediately start scanning for weaknesses in their argument? That instinct to defend your position is not stupidity. It is intelligence turned against you. The fix is not to stop trusting your reasoning. It is to actively seek out the strongest possible case against your own position before you commit to it. Not the weakest version of the opposing argument, the strongest one. Make your idea survive that test first. Mistake number 2 hits even harder because it sounds like a virtue. Smart people love complexity. They are drawn to nuanced explanations, layered frameworks, and sophisticated systems. And while that instinct can be genuinely valuable, it becomes a serious problem when simplicity was actually the right answer all along. This is sometimes called the complexity trap. When something goes wrong, an intelligent person's first move is to build a more elaborate model to explain it. When a decision needs to be made, they generate 17 variables to consider. Meanwhile, someone with less analytical horsepower just acts. There is a concept in decision theory that is worth knowing here. It is called analysis paralysis, and smart people are disproportionately vulnerable to it. The more capable your brain is of generating possibilities, the more possibilities it generates, and the harder it becomes to choose. Studies on expert decision-making have actually found that in high-pressure environments, experienced professionals often perform better when they trust their instincts rather than running exhaustive analytical processes. Complexity is seductive when you are smart. But the ability to simplify, to cut through noise and act on what actually matters, that is a different and arguably rarer skill. The practical move here is to set a decision deadline. Not a fake one, a real one. Force yourself to act before your brain has the chance to generate the 17th consideration. Momentum beats perfection every single time. Now, we are at mistake number 3. This one is subtle. This one is the one that takes years to surface, and by the time it does, the damage is already done. Smart people are exceptionally bad at asking for help. Here is why. When you have spent your life being the person who figures things out, asking for help starts to feel like an admission of inadequacy. Your identity becomes fused with your capability. So when you hit a genuine wall, instead of reaching out, you go quiet. You work harder. You convince yourself you just need more time, more information, more effort. The cruelest irony is that this behavior is most common among people who are genuinely competent. They have earned their confidence. They have solved hard problems before. So the idea that this particular problem might require outside perspective feels almost insulting to their self-image. But here is what the data on high performance consistently shows. The most successful people across virtually every field are not the ones who figure everything out alone. They are the ones who have built the best networks of people who compensate for their blind spots. Isolation is not discipline. It is self-sabotage dressed up as self-reliance. And for smart people, it can last for years before the consequences become visible. Relationships deteriorate because you never let anyone close enough to actually help. Projects collapse because you held the vision so tightly that no one else could contribute meaningfully. Opportunities disappear because you were too proud to admit you needed a door opened for you. The fix requires a genuine shift in identity. You have to stop measuring your worth by what you can do alone and start measuring it by what you can create with others. That reframe sounds simple. It is not. It will push against every instinct your high-achieving brain has been trained to trust. But it is the single most high-leverage move available to any smart person who has hit a ceiling. So here is where we land. Smart people overtrust their own reasoning and fall into motivated thinking. They chase complexity when simplicity was the answer all along. And they refuse to ask for help because they have confused capability with independence. These are not signs of weakness. They are predictable outputs of a brain that has been rewarded for a very specific set of behaviors. Recognizing the pattern is the first move. Interrupting it is the real work. If you found this video valuable, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more insights like this.